Kevin Costner admits massive regret in 1987 crime film as he says, "I wish I was better." Kevin Costner regrets starring in an Academy Award-winning movie. 2024 has been anything but an easy year for the actor. Costner has had to watch his ex-wife Christine Baumgartner move on shortly after their nasty divorce. He also faced a career setback after leaving Yellowstone for a $100 million passion project that flopped. The actor's rough year has left him rethinking past decisions, including ones that date back to the beginning of his career. During the 1980s, Costner starred in several hit films like No Way Out, Field of Dreams, and Silverado. It wasn't long for him to climb his way to the top of Hollywood and become an Oscar-winning actor and director. While many believed his skills were remarkable, the actor seems to think otherwise. His first lead role was in the 1987 film The Untouchables, where he played a federal agent, Elliot Ness, assigned to expose Italian mobster Al Capone, played by Robert De Niro. Costner revealed to The Independent that the opportunity caught him off guard. He hadn't been so fortunate beforehand. He admitted, "No one gave me a chance." The actor revealed that he did everything he could to be in Hollywood, including sleeping in his truck by Sunset Boulevard. "I knew I needed to come into Hollywood every day. I just didn't know where to go," he said. Once he landed the role, his inexperience left him insecure among the star-studded cast. "My character was very straight arrow, and Robert was able to jump off the page," Costner explained. "I was trying to survive with my straight arrow language against someone who was throwing a level of street language at me that had a level of improv to it. So it was hard for me to survive in some of those scenes." He admitted, "I wish I was a better actor when I did The Untouchables, but I was where I was at." Fortunately, Costner didn't let his lack of confidence bring him down and instead used the film as a way to learn from the cast, specifically Sean Connery. "He was good to me, and I learned a lot because my eyes were open," he confessed. Kevin Costner, an actor often associated with portraying heroic figures and complex characters, recently revealed an unexpected vulnerability regarding one of his earlier films, the 1987 crime drama The Untouchables. Reflecting on his role as Elliot Ness in the film, Costner admitted to having massive regret over his performance and confessed, "I wish I was better." In the candid interview, Costner explained that The Untouchables, directed by Brian De Palma, marked a pivotal moment in his career. It was a project that placed him alongside some of the most iconic figures in Hollywood, Sean Connery, Robert De Niro, and Andy Garcia. The story of Elliot Ness and his relentless pursuit of gangster Al Capone was an iconic tale of law enforcement versus crime. But Costner's admission suggests that the pressure of stepping into such a monumental role affected him deeply. Despite the film's widespread success, both critically and commercially, Costner has often reflected on how his younger self approached acting. At the time of filming, he was still relatively new to the limelight, having gained some recognition from Silverado, 1985, and No Way Out, 1987. The Untouchables pushed him into the realm of mainstream stardom. It was a role that demanded intensity, poise, and moral clarity, traits that many of his co-stars effortlessly embodied. Connery, as the seasoned veteran Jim Malone, was awarded the Academy Award for his performance, and De Niro's portrayal of the cold and calculating Capone became one of the most memorable gangster depictions of the era. For Costner, however, playing Elliot Ness was a daunting task. He didn't quite feel that he fully realized the character in the way he now wishes he had. "I didn't understand then what it truly meant to carry the weight of a film," he said. "You think you're doing your best, but sometimes your best just isn't good enough. And that's the regret I have." In retrospect, Costner's understanding of the craft has matured, and he sees the role of Elliot Ness as one where he was still learning how to be a leading man, both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. His performance was stoic, perhaps even too much so, as he struggled with conveying the inner turmoil and complexity of a character who was both a man of conviction and one who faced personal and professional struggles. The regret Costner expressed isn't about the film's outcome. It's about the missed opportunity for a richer, more layered portrayal. He believed at the time that his approach was appropriate, but with the benefit of hindsight and years of experience, he now recognizes how much more he could have done with the character. This level of self-awareness is not a common trait for many actors, especially those whose careers have spanned decades and who have achieved such monumental success. Costner, known for his starring roles in Dances with Wolves, 1990, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, 1991, and Field of Dreams, 1989, is no stranger to playing characters with depth and moral struggle. Yet he admits that The Untouchables was one of those moments when he was still finding his footing as an actor. The film itself, of course, remains an enduring classic. The Untouchables is praised for its electrifying set pieces, its memorable dialogue, and its larger-than-life performances. Connery's Malone, for instance, delivers some of the most quotable lines in the film, like "You wanna get Capone. Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue." These moments stand out not only because of Connery's commanding presence, but also because of how the other actors, including Costner, play off of him. The dynamic between the characters, Costner's earnestness as Elliot Ness and Connery's gritty wisdom as Malone, work to balance the film's drama and action. However, the challenge for Costner was in playing the central figure of a movie that was not just about the good guys versus the bad guys, but also about how the system itself could be both corrupt and redemptive. Elliot Ness, who is remembered as the man who helped take down Al Capone, was a complex figure whose personal life, internal conflicts, and moral dilemmas are not as widely known as his public persona. Costner believes he missed an opportunity to explore these nuances in a way that could have made the film even more compelling. "I think I was still trying to be perfect in my delivery," Costner reflected. "I didn't allow the character to be messy or uncertain. I was more concerned with getting it right, but sometimes getting it right isn't what matters the most. It's about being real, and that's something I didn't know how to do yet." This honesty is refreshing for a star of his caliber. Costner, who went on to direct Dances with Wolves, which won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Director, has since evolved into a filmmaker known for his patience and understanding of storytelling. His admission that he wishes he had been better in The Untouchables speaks to the larger evolution of his craft. Over the years, Costner has come to understand that acting is not about perfection. It's about finding the truth within a role and being willing to take risks. Costner's words also highlight the difference between how we view films in the moment of release and how they are understood later, with the benefit of distance and reflection. The Untouchables was a defining film in his early career, and while it remains beloved by audiences, Costner's desire for a deeper, more vulnerable performance shows the growth that has occurred within him as an actor. In closing, Costner's admission of regret serves as a testament to the ongoing process of learning and growth that comes with being an artist. It's a reminder that even the most celebrated actors have moments of self-doubt and reflection, and that the pursuit of perfection, while admirable, may never fully be achieved. The journey is the reward, and Costner's journey, like his career, continues to evolve, ever in pursuit of a better version of himself.